Hello everyone and welcome to TotalWar Games. Today we are having part 5 of our Aurelian Campaign in Rome 2 Total War, and our aim is to push towards the Gallic Romans and deal as much damage to them as possible. At the same time we need to secure our eastern flank, as Palmyrans are kind of knocking on our door already. And at the same time we have quite a few of civil issues we need to deal with. But as it is first things first, so let's try to keep this legion in full strength. Perhaps we could hire these equites, or rather 2 units of them, even though I have to say that I do prefer infantry instead of cavalry, but perhaps 2 light cavalry units is not too much. And perhaps we can begin our approach next turn. And that event causing the public disorder in Rome is kind of horrible. It will still be affecting us for a couple of turns, if I remember correctly. But as it is, we can actually do some improvements. At least in some areas, and here we are having problems with banditry as well, and of course here too. Let's actually demolish that one, so we can get those, let's say, a bit more important buildings coming. And yeah, we need to monitor that squalor as well. In Norea, well, it at least is producing nice amounts of food. Perhaps in Ariminum we could get rid of one of the barracks and Arretium as well. And here that will cost us some food, but at least the bandits should remain better in check. Here that as well. Okay. I'm just wondering what are the requirements for those buildings with which I could improve the public health. And perhaps some additional troops, for instance in here, might be beneficial, even though the upkeep is quite staggering. Okay, so let's see what the Palmyrans especially are up to. Okay, so these Hispania, Citerior and Gallic Rome are kind of duking it out over there, which of course you can complain all you want. We don't want any plagues in our empire. And next turn we should have the legions where they are supposed to be. We have a bit of banditry in here, but perhaps we could improve the public order there a bit. And then So we could strike at Argentatorum. So let's do that. And it seems we were kind of lucky we can take down an army that's not fully functional quite yet. And since this is going to be a border city, I think upgrades are not going to be wasted. Bavakum is the other settlement there. That's rather interesting. So, but I think Biprakti will be our next target. Those walls are always nice. Additional benefits for defense. Let's do some upgrades there. And yeah, we can afford those from the perspective of what's this outbreak situation. And here we should get these things improved rather soon. Food is becoming an issue. I guess we don't have enough money there. And in Carthage we are making rather decent amount of food. Perhaps... oh, we cannot actually... Well, perhaps a library could work something, and we don't actually need this workshop here, so let's get rid of it. Of course, we need to remember to build next turn the new buildings. Oh, and I forgot this legion has a bit improved traditions. Okay, that heavy infantry looks rather nice. Oh, and one edict. Do we have one in Rome already? We do. And do we have one in Carthage? I guess we do. What about Macedonia? Yeah, let's try to get a bit more taxes. And by the way, how is the political situation looking? So this is looking rather good still, but perhaps those characters should be improved at some point. Yeah, I think those two factions are kind of bleeding each other out, which of course is rather nice. Rome restored, that's nice. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be important. Let's develop it. And perhaps I will need to make some of those as well. And of course that's going to cost us quite a bit, but the benefits should be quite substantial as well. And can we... yeah, we can strike at be Prakti. And that's it for this city. And of course that host there might mean some troubles at some point, but I think our reinforcements will be in time for us to kind of dissuade them from doing anything hasty. And I guess I knocked down a building. Okay, so we can actually... Let's check what's in that building chain. And then... Our food situation is decent enough, but I think it could be a bit better. And we could upgrade this one as well. Of course, they are quite expensive in terms of food, but I think for now we can afford it. And how long the event is going to persist? At least... Okay, those got roads, or roados, how do you pronounce it? Roados. Of course, if Massilia falls, okay, and Gergovia is at striking distance, but... And is this... Yeah. That's our next target. And a small army dealt with there. And Aurelian is doing rather nicely. We have some abilities we might want. This corruption decrease is nice, but we need to support our campaign for now. And okay, some good news from Rome. We can bring our other army to bear rather soon. And bandits are causing trouble here as well, but this actually will cause quite a public order benefit. And we are beginning to need more food, so I guess some new fields will be beneficial. And let's hope Massilia will fall rather soon, because I would really like to take it for me. Okay, good. We can strike at that rather quickly. rather next turn. And here we are ready to strike against this city, or at least almost. Well, that's a shame. I could have played that one a bit better. So basically, it's now about improving food production and kind of removing the banditry, improving infrastructure and so on. So can this be upgraded into next level? I'm not sure. But I think we will find out at some point. And it seems Palmyra still has something to do against our allies. And I think pirates must be hunted. And I'm waiting for that technology to finish. And so much for that army there.
Ready for battle.
And Darioritum here, so we could have full province. I think we will turn eastwards in any case, because this army is taking care of the areas here on the west.
Ready for orders.
And this army is in Nabo. They are taking casualties, so let's hope they will turn towards Tolosa so we could get the whole province there. How are we doing here? Perhaps we should soon get rid of that religious gathering there. In Sparta, well, perhaps we could make some farms there. Oh, and those veterans.
Commander.
Okay, and here for the... That's one with Aurelian. Okay. Oh. That's bad news. I think we need to raise a navy to intercept that fleet. I don't want to give any footholds for Palmyrans in our territory. Okay, so at least the banditry will be dealt with there. Hopefully soon.
Commander. Make haste, men. Ready for orders.
And they did take Tolosa. That's good.
Battle. At your command.
And perhaps we could take a bit more campaign map movement range. So, about this fleet. It is a fleet, but I think we need to raise a fleet here. Can we get Perhaps we could. Okay, and he will get to command the fleet.
Ships to port. We need good
And
strong men.
such a fleet it is that we can actually recruit. Well, I guess we need to hire these for one turn, and then we need to start training some new ships and get rid of those mercs rather soon. But as it is, I think we are ready to finish the turn rather soon.
Ready, willing, and able.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what will help here, but I guess we can take that, even though it's not most likely beneficial. Okay, and I think we were able to deter that fleet. And we have an army there. Actually, a couple of armies. And let's take prosperity there. So... Okay. Looks reasonable enough.
The way is blocked. Lay siege to the settlement.
And that city is ours. Oh. And let's get those things converted. We actually will need to decrease the banditry there rather soon. Well, this is going rather smoothly as it is. And here we want to begin train military ships, except we are lacking the technology for that. Well, that's too bad.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
And I guess we have a turn. So, those Gallic Romans... Oh, they're striking at Egypt. Okay. So, but those Gallic Romans should be annihilated rather soon. And we have plague. And we have banditry. I really like to have that sanitation advancement in technology rather soon. I've heard it that Romans didn't want to fight in winter, but at least
Commander,
we are not having any issues on that regard.
our advance
Okay, this might actually be an interesting battle. So let's besiege the settlement and hope the enemy takes higher damage from attrition than we do. And we are going to need some improved farming rather soon.
Ready for orders. Rome needs more ships.
Okay. Oh, they're striking back. So let's take their last settlement and then try to wipe out that army. I guess that can be afforded. Okay, and then so we are kind of lacking in ships. Yeah, that's going to be the choice there. And perhaps in Apollonia we could start training more food. Well, growing more food.
We hunger for back. You have further orders?
And since Bavacum is a border settlement, I think a garrison there will be quite beneficial. We are taking a bit of casualties, they are taking none. So I guess
Let them cower before Rome. Disengage.
we will break siege and strike towards Gergovia.
Let them cower before Rome.
And I don't think we should increase the infrastructure there too much, because it will become obsolete rather soon. Okay. And I guess it's this guy that gained level. And once again, I have absolutely no idea what would be the most beneficial one, but let's take that. And the fleet is making a comeback. I guess we don't have what it takes to stop this army. But Aurelian can strike back rather soon. Okay, so these guys are actually having a bit of a civil war, I guess. Okay, and we have the naval technology we want for now. But since we are starting to improve the infrastructure, are these temples of Sol Invictus really so good that we should get them? I'm not sure. But let's make that one first. And are these guys really planning on challenging us?
Recruiting more ships for Rome.
Do we have any? Gortina is rather decently defended. Here we could make assault by reams. Let's make a military wharf there. And now we don't need to worry about that squalor too much anymore. And oh, here let's take Kerkovia. Oh, nice. Except perhaps not quite as much money as I would have liked. And here we most definitely will need to get some improvements. Military improvements. Actually, there is perhaps legionary barracks will be required nonetheless. What about diplomacy? Frankie, we could begin trade. Relations, perhaps non-aggression pacts.
The gods will rejoice at the words we have spoken today.
Langobardi.
You honor us with these.
Those are not really our friends there. And it's time for a turn. And it would seem that plague. Okay. Yeah, well, we cannot do anything about that. But there is a border province that needs to have some improvements.
It is an honor to serve Rome. Rome needs more ships.
And here... Oh. Perhaps Rome doesn't need new ships right away. But we do need to have fields of Mars or fields of Mars.
Commander, your next command. We cannot follow this order.
Okay. And from here we can strike at perhaps we should look for Burdigala if we could take it. And we have a turn. And I think Aurelian should begin to move against the Palmyrans rather soon. We can raise a garrison army. Oh. Okay, and no defenders there. And could we begin? Yeah, I think that removal of corruption is becoming more important by the moment. So perhaps Aurelian will actually stay here until we have taken care of these Gallic Romans.
Besieging settlement.
Oh, and by the way, we are not actually doing anything useful there because they do have that
Waiting for more orders.
supply route by the sea available. Kenabum. Okay, that's the new region. Some farming, I guess, will be beneficial. And overall, I think some farms will be beneficial because we're running out of food.
Be praised.
Okay. And I guess some local food supply won't go amiss. And Rome still has plague, but otherwise it seems to have abated.
Commander. We take this settlement for Rome.
Perhaps a farm there. Kenabum is most definitely the
Ready for battle.
weakest link there.
It's blocked.
And let's actually hope that we could begin to starve Verticala out rather soon. Okay, we could make barracks here rather soon. And I think that we must do. But Cyrene is rather being fortified rather nicely.
At your command.
And I think the Gallic Romans should meet. Or then perhaps not. But then the capital should be rather open for us. So we need to move against it rather quickly. Ah, and that army is causing us a headache.
We hunger for. We take this settlement for Rome. Ready for battle.
Okay,
Ready for orders.
so this is looking rather nice.
At your command. Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. Ready for further orders.
Next turn we are ready to strike there. Massilia should have enough defenses for now, but perhaps this army should be sent from Rome to aid in the defense. And while we are at it, perhaps some improvements could be made as well. Oh, by the way, have I built anything in Mediolanum? No. Yeah, so those upgrades can wait, but in Mediolanum we will make still some banditry we need to deal with. But we are getting there a bit by bit. In Noreia we could make some upgrade. The border provinces are looking that they are at least doing something. In Illyria, well, perhaps we cannot have too much farming as it is. Yeah, so Cyrene will be besieged rather soon, and it seems Massilia as well. I think we will fight this battle on the field. Of course, we cannot stop them if the larger army comes this way, but at least this will be one army less for them, most likely. So can we land the ships in some useful place? I guess there.
Jupiter gives us strength. At your service, ready and waiting. Understood. On watch. Your orders. Hold position. Ready. On watch. Ready. Hold. Missile infantry at your command. Defensive. We await your command. Ready for orders. Hold position. Support ships at your command.
Okay, so let's see what the enemy is up to. Auxiliary Germanic axe warriors, mercenary armored German Germanic swordsmen. These heavy infantry might actually be trouble.
We await your command.
Perhaps we could actually try to strike at the enemy bodyguard with this smallest task force.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Oh, Germanic hunters.
By your command. Yours to command. Orders. Quick march. By your command. As you command. At speed. Ready and waiting. Missile infantry at your command. Your orders. Orders understood. Commander. Advance. Ready. Your command. Stop. Ready and waiting. Advance at speed. Sons of Mars.
Our general is under attack.
Missile. Ready and waiting. By your command. At your service. Missile infantry at your command. No!
It might actually be that this sallying out might have been a mistake.
The men are wavering.
By your command! By your command! Fire on the enemy!
Well, those Vigiles
Missile infantry!
were not quite up to the task, and why are you guys fighting in there? I don't know.
Orders! We await your command. At your service!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Charge! Missile infantry ready! Take aim!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, let's try to take down that warband there.
Now! Slingers!
Could these slingers be actually more efficient from the ground level? And let's try to break those lighter troops first.
Quick march! Missiles awaiting targets! Slingers! At the double! Yours to command!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, looking bad.
Ready for orders! Advance at speed! Missile infantry! By your command!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Reach your command! By your command! For glory! Orders! Fire on the enemy! Missile infantry!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
It
shameful
seems our
display.
task force was not quite up to the task there.
Charge! Ready and waiting! Double time!
So time to try to kite a bit.
Our
Okay.
men flee the field
I
of
guess
battle. This is a shameful
this
display.
battle is lost.
The enemy have taken a tower.
.12 minutes to go. Yeah. I think this is it. Of course we could try to get a lucky shot and take
Our
down
men
the
flee the field of battle.
enemy general,
This is a
but I
shameful
think that's
display.
rather unlikely.
An entire unit has perished. We have lost a victory point.
Oh, they got away. Well, yeah, that's it. We did put up a good fight. It wasn't quite enough. I'm just wondering, should I have organized the defense at the center of the city. Perhaps. And of course they take. Okay, so Burdikala is still problematic. Well, perhaps that army will be enough. And then we can make some new technology. Let's make that one. And then perhaps this one. Oh, let's actually take care of the bandits. And yeah, I think we have a turn. Okay, so Cyrene is besieged. Those guys are fleeing. So, let's put this army into position to intercept if those guys are planning on leaving.
We take this settlement for Rome!
And let's hope they are beginning to feel hunger.
Ready for battle. None will escape! At your command.
Okay. So we have some defenses in place there. And perhaps in Brundisium we can make something. So about Cyrene. 5 turns. Perhaps.
Victory for Rome!
Quite a lot of hillmen actually. Oh, we have a fleet here. Quite a lapse. And perhaps we should bring this army there to aid. Well, it will go close, but perhaps the threat of it will be enough to keep the enemy at bay. And I guess we have Patrician gaining levels. Okay, Gergovia. Could we actually hold? I'm not certain. Well, let's give them a fight and I guess take it back next turn.
For battle. Laying siege to the settlement. March. Ready for order. Commander.
Okay. So I think next turn we are able to strike. And since this is border province, that might be useful to have some extra defenses there. Let's make this market settlement, and then so the fleet has arrived.
We still have a good win.
And it seems they are taking more casualties than we are, so you guy, or you can stay put in Hadrumentum for now, and I think we will be able to break the siege next turn. Oh, apparently they are really friendly and want to help us breaking the siege. Oh, there is now that fleet. Meaning trouble.
Trade with Rome would surely bring benefits to your merchants. And our...
Fair enough.
At your command.
So, Kyrene. Perhaps that upgrade is not that great. But it's time to begin the siege.
We take this settlement for Rome.
And it's time to finish the siege.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. Ready for orders. We take this. Our advance has been halted.
And hopefully it's time to finish these Gallic Romans. So they need to strike. I think our defenses there should be decent enough. This army will most likely strike at Gergovia. This... Well, let's see. Do we have any mercenaries available? Yes, we do. And of course the most important thing is to not let the enemy has them. is this fleet?
It is an honor to serve Rome.
We need to engage it. And let's build that one. Perhaps a civil settlement, or rather, let's make that cohortes urbanae. And I think we are finished for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Games out.